This is the parent asset section. Here, the questions are, today, as of the day that you're filling out the form, let us know about your assets in these broad categories. So we're looking at cash and savings, assets held in the parents' assets held in the names of brothers and sisters. We ask that question because families often do college savings in that way. And when we are looking at your data from the profile, we're going to be making allowances for those other siblings and parent savings as well. So we want to make sure we have a complete picture of those savings. Questions about investments. And again, there is a worksheet provided to help you figure that out if you've got assets that you need to have considered. So this will help you understand the details. And if you put numbers in there and click calculate, then it totals it. And when you click accept, it moves that value onto the application itself. And in this example, you'll see I've just entered a 0, and that is typical of a lot of the families that we see. So that's okay. If you don't have any investments, that's fine. If you don't have any investments, you don't owe anything against those investments as well. So again, that is a question that will make sense to people who own investments, but if you don't, that's fine. Here are questions about the family's home. So what is the current market value of your parents' home? And again, we're just asking for your best estimate of what the current market value is. There are websites that will help you estimate that current value, or looking at local sales in the region, you get an idea of the current value. What is the amount that parents currently owe on their home? So mortgage information. And then what year was the home purchased and what was the original purchase price? That set of information gives us a pretty good idea of what's going on with the family home. If your family owns real estate other than a home, we're asking about that information here. That would be, people who have purchased rental homes for investments or a second vacation home. You can see I've left those answers at 0, which is perfectly acceptable if you don't own any other real estate. Not every family does. This section is about parents' expenses. So we've asked about your assets, and now we want to understand if they have any unusual expenses. So things like child support that parents are paying, if parents are paying on their own educational loans, that's a piece of information that we can take into account. If parents have medical and dental expenses that they're paying out of pocket, again, especially when those get to be larger numbers, that's information that can impact your eligibility for aid. This section is about educational expenses. We want to know about expenses your parents may have paid for your siblings, private elementary or high school tuition during the previous year, and what do they expect to pay during the coming year, and for how many people are they covering those expenses. That's what those questions are about. This last question is just what's your parents' monthly home mortgage payment. And in this example, it's only asking about monthly mortgage, not rental payments, because I said in the registration section that my parents own a home. If you had indicated that your parents were renting, the question would be tailored to that specific circumstance. And this is asking you, if it's 0, explain why not in the special circumstances section. We'll get there in a second.